Hello investors and welcome to Kruse Asset Management's video chart of the day. I'm Stuart Kruse and I'm going to be taking you through Intel and AMD. So let's look at Intel. Intel reported earnings a couple days ago, and as you can see from its chart, here's the year-to-date chart where we went through the coronavirus lockdown, rebounded like most of the companies, especially in tech did, had a nice positive year-to-date return, but pulled back a little bit prior to earnings and then got decimated because they were having production problems, and in an environment that's supposed to be really fantastic for tech, they fell short. And so Intel fell down to almost bottom of coronavirus levels here. So this is pretty bad. Now Intel reports tonight. Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, reports tonight. Now these two have been in competition for quite some time. So I'm going to throw AMD up on the screen. And here we see a pullback, but now AMD looks like an opposite chart of Intel over the last couple of days. Intel fell off, and that gives AMD some nice boost. So it's up 48% year to date. Quite an amazing return. And if you really want to look, I'm interested in this market cap. So I'm going to look at the market cap between these two companies. And what we can see is AMD had a market cap, let's go back 3 years. 3 years ago, AMD's market cap was around 12 billion, while Intel's was in the $169 billion. And as we move forward 3 years later, this went from 12 to almost 80. And Intel has gone from about 160 to 210. So a modest increase. Intel's market cap has gone up about 27%, while AMD is up almost 500% over these past 3 years. So should we just buy Intel or forget Intel, leave it for dead, and buy AMD? Well, let's take a look at the PE ratios of these two companies. And we're going to go again back to the absolute values of here. Here we have Intel at a much more reasonable PE in the 20s and 18s, 14s, 15s. Now, it doesn't really help you, but it's now trading at a 9 PE for Intel. That seems like a bargain to me as a value investor. So maybe this sell-off was a little overdone. And AMD has always traded at a premium, with the lowest PE ever being at 52, coming all the way up to looks like 244. It's traded at 150. So this PE is a pretty high level right now. And if I'm looking at the earnings estimates, right now the analysts' estimates are for AMD to have a price target of about 55. So that's about a 20% under of its current price. So AMD is going to have to kill its earnings tonight in order for the stock to react in a positive way. But let's look at one more kind of fun thing. Here's a ratio between Intel's stock price and AMD's stock price. And at one point, Intel's stock price was 5 times that of AMD, or actually, yeah, you're looking at 5 times that, just the sheer stock price. And it lost so much value that right now, Intel's stock price is 3/4 of that of AMD. So that was a huge turnaround between the stock price and the valuation. So I'm going to put the stock price on the top, and here's the ratio of Intel stock price to AMD's stock price. And you can see as Intel has kind of remained flat and AMD has moved up, that's been the difference. And then right here at the very end, you see a big swing up from AMD and a big drawdown for Intel. But again, keep in mind, these PE ratios, that's what this is. A PE ratio here of AMD is pretty lofty, and I'm not sure you're going to really want to invest in a company with a PE of 160. Let's see where that average PE is for AMD. So here's AMD, 135 is an average PE over the last, let's say, 3 years, and they're definitely trading about 10% higher than that. So expensive, and generally people are not rewarded for overpaying for PE. So be on the lookout. Perhaps Intel, even though it got beaten up and had some bad earnings, is trading at a great multiple, and it might be a good long-term investment. Okay, this is Stuart Kruse at Kruse Asset Management signing off for our chart of the day.